Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you a lesson on procrastination. Yes, I am. Because it's what I'm doing right now. Basically, I thought if you are going into AP English 3 next year, I would give you some tips and a what to look out for thing. Because there's definitely some stuff that I didn't think about going into this class. And, you know, why not tell y'all, like, hey, don't be stupid, because it is a large part of my life. Honestly, I don't remember a time that I ever made a B in English on like at a grade like point, like, you know, like that's every 6 weeks, you know, you get your grades over all of those you know. Like this year I was like, you know what, maybe this will be the year that I'm challenged, but I'll persevere and I'll get, you know, I'll be okay. It'll be fine, you know. Colleges will understand. I think I underestimated the intensity of this class because my teacher is like supposedly the hardest teacher of the school, but she gets you ready for the test. First thing that you need to know going into this year, a lot of people think like, oh, I'll just get by and, you know, I'll get the grade and everything, it'll be fine, you know, and if you start out bad that you'll get better throughout the year because you're still training. You'll only get better if you really try on like every single assignment. Like you need to go home and spend at least an hour or two like looking over the assignment, making sure you understand it, making sure that you like know what you're gonna say and plan out everything. Like plan. It's ridiculous. Like you think you were gonna have a social life sophomore or junior year? Mm-mm. You can. I have been okay. I'm not lonely. Like, I just, when, like, I know that on school days, I'm gonna come home and there's no time for, like, to do, like, I was lucky if I got to go to church once a week. Okay, so seriously, like, if you get an assignment, don't just be like, oh, God, I have to do this paper, I'll just BS the assignment and turn it in, it'll be fine, because in the past, I've BS'd assignments and I've gotten great grades. It's different. They're grading you like you are, like, a professor, and they want to be grading like other professors' work, but they're grading yours, so they expect yours to be okay, or at least like professor level. Like your syntax has to be a certain way, your diction has to be a certain way. Like I remember getting a paperback and like I use a lot of words that my friends are like, what does that mean? And I'm just always like, I have to explain it to them. And I got my first or second paperback and she was like, use bigger words. And I was like, what? Like, okay. So I did, and like I definitely had to expand my vocabulary through the year, and I didn't think I would have to, but I do. Second thing, know a little about a lot. That is what my teacher, Miss Bradshaw, best teacher in existence, she is what a teacher should be. But she has always told us you need to know a little about a lot because you need to be globally aware of everything that's going on around you. And I am one of those people that was just like growing up through life like, my mom will tell me about it. If it's, you know, if I need to know about it, I'll be told about it. Like I don't need to know about these things. I don't need to know about, I've always hated history. I don't see a point in it. I mean, I know basic stuff that I've had to know. So when I got into Miss Bradshaw's class, my AP English 3 class, it was like, okay, pull from your globally aware, like, knowledge. And I have this friend who just knows everything, and he gets really excited about history. Like, for Christmas, he got a collection of Civil War books, and he called me like, I'm so excited! And I was like, so the first day, we got the second inaugural address, and then the second day, she was like, surprise, you're writing a paper on this! And I remember I had gone home that night thinking, I don't know anything about this, like, I need to know more about the Civil War. So I had FaceTimed my friend that knows everything, and I was like, tell me everything you know about the Civil War. And he was like, why? We're done with it, like, it's not gonna bring up. And I was like, I need to know, because I just have this feeling, like, I'm gonna need to know it. And then what do you know, the next day, we had to write a paper on it. And I'm okay with what I wrote. Like, I didn't use a lot of backing knowledge, but at least I knew it wasn't between, like, the West and the East. But I knew a little bit more about it, and it's nice to be globally aware because then you sound more intellectual in conversation and stuff. Okay, so number 3. Well, you're gonna wanna, like, give up and transfer out and die a little bit. Maybe. But don't, because it's it's worth it. Like, I'm not done, and I haven't taken the test, so I don't know yet. I'm not a totally reliable source, but at this point right now, I feel like I am definitely a lot more prepared than a lot of other people, even if I haven't done all I can to ensure the preparation of myself. That makes sense. I haven't done all I can to really retain the information she's given me, which is my fault. So I'm not expecting a 5 on the test at all, but I'm definitely a lot more prepared than people who have had other teachers because they haven't been pushed as far. And when you read The Crucible, you're probably going to want to stand up and say, I saw Goody Bradshaw with the devil, which is my teacher's name is Miss Bradshaw, but you'll be like, I saw my teacher with the devil, and you're going to run to the principal's office and be like, she's Satan. You take her out of schools, just, you know, right now, before she possesses all the children, and then we all, like, turn against you and come into your office and, like... Number 4. It is okay to take breaks, but do not take 5-hour-long breaks and then do your homework at 2 in the morning, because I do that right now and it's not working out for me. Like, I am definitely having to change my plan around because, like, it's not happening well for me. I'm trying, and that might be the 5th thing. So, number 5. As long as you're trying, you're doing okay. And if you don't have a very encouraging teacher that's like, you know what, it's okay, I love you, it's okay, you're gonna do bad, it's alright, then that teacher sucks and you need to transfer to Miss Bradshaw's class or something so you can suffer with me. And that's another thing that I think is good about this video for y'all, is that, like, y'all are probably smarter than me. I am not the smartest apple on the tree, so I'm a good, like, median between the two. And I'm not very globally aware, and that is my fault. And that's a problem I have. But some of y'all are going to be, you know, more globally aware than others, but not as good writers, and that's just, it's okay. You need to know that it's okay. Number 7. Go to tutorials. Like, go ask your teacher for help, because you are not going to be able to figure this out on your own. Like, you need to go in there, ask her exactly what she wants about the paper, like, what does she need, what is she asking for, what does she expect of you, and then do it. Just go in there and be like, do you want me to have a voice in this? Do you want it just to be an analyzing thing? Do you want, like, if you don't even know, like, if she's like, okay, you have a rhetorical analysis assignment, go. If you don't know what rhetorical analysis is, it is okay to ask her, because I guarantee you there are going to be people that do not know what she's talking about either. It's okay to ask questions. Number 9? 8? 9? Number 9. Number 8. Yeah. If you know upperclassmen that have already taken this, like, class, and they already have gone through and they have all the books, like The Scarlet Letter, The Crucible, and Nickel and Dimed, those are the books that I'd have, please, for the love of God, borrow them from the upperclassmen, because they have already annotated. If they're, you know, don't borrow them from an upperclassman that's like, oh yeah, I have the book, I didn't read it, here. Like, try to find an upperclassman that has a book that's annotated, that they understood, that they, like, did good on, and they marked in the important stuff, because that's gonna save you so much time when you're writing papers. I know, I just went out and bought the books and annotated everything myself. Whew. It wasn't that hard, but it would have saved me so much time if I didn't have to annotate. And as long as you go in there and review them and can explain them to her, and, like, maybe make annotations of your own if there's room to, then she's gonna be totally fine with that, I feel like. Or he, your teacher. Mine's a girl, so I'm sorry. Number 10. This is sign language for 10. Number 10. Do not, under any circumstances, get, like, zone out. There is no time to zone out during that class. Like, if you're sitting there and she's, like, talking and, like, you're gonna have to write an essay over blah 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 blah. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. Like, in your head, you know, you're like, I'm gonna ask that boy for his number, and then I'm gonna go, like, we're gonna hang out, and like, this whole, like, thing in your head, like, you guys skipping through, like, flowers and holding hands and stuff, and just, like, in your brain this is happening. You're like, yeah, this is gonna be nice. And then she's like, all right, class, you have 45 minutes to write this assignment. You know what it's about, and I've given you context. And you're like, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Trust me, just don't zone out. There's no time to zone out. There's nothing that you can afford to miss in that class. I promise you. So without further ado, I have to go to rehearsal now. I wish you guys the best of luck, and if you have any other questions, you can message me. And yeah, that's it, I guess. I love you guys, and if anybody's watching, thanks for watching. Thanks for caring enough about your grades to look up some information, and thanks for watching my video. Bye.